And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going. It's Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Hey, Catholic. Delta. Hey, Ram. Hey, go Lion. Hey, Motion.
Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
27-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading reality and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Herbert back to the air. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Back to the air with Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This now a 3rd and 4. Nix from the shotgun. Open man right side is Ingram. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
5-9. Hey, Ray.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 40 on the play, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Kappa. Go.
Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
But they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack in the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toss left side for Harvey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that would be one of this game's biggest stops.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On play action, here's Nix. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. All the way home for a Broncos score. Evan Ingram, 36 yards. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The kick is good.
What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 14.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 35 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
21.
Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. A short throw to Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Nix finds his tight end Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert, quick pass out wide.
Herbert's pass complete to number 15, Lad McConkey. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Herbert now. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, first down.
And the Chargers, first down.
Herbert back to the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now he's loose again. They juked him inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz can come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal.
1 yard is the gain. And the Broncos are going to have it first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. himself from a yard out. And the Broncos are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Wants to try to end the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. And looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Nix to the air. That'll be complete to Harvey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going. It's Nix. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Nick's going to give to Harvey. Down inside the 40.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point? And that pushes the lead up to 23.
37. Chargers 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they were down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Go. Hey, go lion.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, Herbert finds Johnston. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Here's Herbert.
49-yard line.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hey, easy. Don't
One last throw here for Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Harvey now on 1st and 10. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud.
I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Lots to get to. Let's start in SoFi Stadium. The Chargers at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's the second-year quarterback, Bo Nix. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And it's the Buffalo defense coming up with the big play. They find a way to turn over Josh Allen here, and this is a pick-6 touchdown. The Bills have now won 2 in a row after losing the opener. They get the victory here. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Jets. And it's the Tampa Bay defense coming up with the big play here. They goad Baker into throwing one that he shouldn't have. It's picked off, and it's taken back for the touchdown. Pick 6. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.